Hello and welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 301 for the month of November 2020.
Yep.
I am Alca7raz and joining me as usual is Nemesis.
Blue.
Yes. Yes, they just made the final call today as of recording, and it is very good.
Yes, it's a good thing. Well, it's better than the other outcome. It's not the best outcome, but it's a better
Not the best,
outcome.
but yeah, from the options we had available, this is better than I was originally predicting. I had been predicting the worst, but I'm happy that my prediction was wrong.
One piece of the nightmare is over.
Yeah. Now we can stop fighting to keep things from getting worse, and now we can start fighting to make things better.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, this is not the solution. This is merely the first step. So yes, we have another episode for you where we're actually going to talk about pony stuff. Yes, we got a bunch of news to talk about. We got a comic that we're going to talk about, and we're going to go over another old season 2 episode that we never got to. We'll eventually get through all those. We only got a few more to go. And we got a little bit of fan content after that as well. So let's just jump into the news as we usually do. If you would like to follow along, and I recommend you do, you can find our show notes at pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. So go there, find the link for this episode, and let's get into this. In convention news, CPonyCon has announced their next online event, and I'm going to butcher the name. Abhayan CPonyCon?
Abhayan.
I don't know how to pronounce that one. It is, again, it all takes place online, but the times is centered around the time zone for that.
Mm-hmm.
So click the link and find out more information on that if you are interested. Devin Dalton, Katrina Salisbury, Cole Howard, and Brian Doe will be attending the next TrotCon Online, which is happening very soon.
Yeah, 2. TrotCon Online 2!
Yep.
Snow Day.
Snow Day, yes. A winter one, so that will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have them join along. In merchandise news, Pinfinity has released a set of Main 6 augmented reality pins.
Yep.
So there's an app on the phone that you can get, and you hold it up, and it does a little animation. Yeah.
Hooray.
And yes, I already bought the Rainbow Dash one.
I thought about it.
I like pins, so I saw, yeah, that one's good enough. I like it, so I have it sitting on my laptop bag, actually. And there's a possible Sunset and Cadence G4.5 type figures on their way.
Sunset better come with her knife.
Knife. Well, this isn't Pony Life. It's
yes, it is.
But the pictures, it is. Yeah, yeah, it is.
So she better come with her knife.
Yeah. Well, interesting. The picture we have,
Mm-hmm.
because this came out of the official South African MLP Facebook page.
Yes.
The picture that shows them, they may be budget figures because they are not fully detailed.
Nope.
Like they're missing details in their mane and cutie marks and such. Who knows? Maybe they're prototypes. Maybe they are just a budget version that's, cheap and missing details.
Cadence is barely looks like Cadence because of it.
It's just Rarity's hair.
Yeah.
Also, just Rarity's purple hair. It's the same style, and the cutie mark's just like pure white. And Sunset's missing the yellow in her mane.
Yep.
Looks like Entertainment Earth has the G1 style Light Bright figure up for pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crossovers that Hasbro's been doing with a whole bunch of the stuff.
Yeah,
so.
crossovers.
Yep, and this one's Peggy Main. Get it? Because little pegs, light bright pegs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In comic news, the synopsis for Friendship is Magic issue number 94 is out. Twilight Sparkle is throwing the first festival of the two sisters since Celestia and Luna left, and she calls the best party planner she knows to help, Pinkie Pie. So, of course, Pinkie Pie reaches out to the best party planner she knows, Cheese Sandwich. Could that be romance in the air? But wait, who turned off the sound?
Oh no.
Wait, I guess we get to see the start of the
Pinky cheese.
The cheesy pie that we already know is confirmed.
Never eat pink cheese.
And that sounds like sound advice. And it also looks like the A cover for issue number 92 has been revealed.
Yeah, like right before it comes out.
Yeah, it's like we waited long enough for one of the mainline covers, but there it is. In Friendship and Magic and Pony Life and everything else news, another Hello Pinkie Pie short is out that features Rarity, and apparently there are some that we missed because they stuck them like...
No, they're brand new.
Oh, yeah, well...
They never...
It's weird.
Yeah.
The other ones that I'm about to mention, there were ones that included Fluttershy and one that included the whole main six, including Applejack.
Finally.
But they stuck them really weird into these videos.
Yeah.
All these Hello Pinkie Pie videos have just been like tacked on to one big master video.
Mm-hmm.
And these ones are like shoved way down. Like one's 15 minutes in now. And it's like,
yeah.
Hasbro, what are you doing?
Here, we'll put the new ones out in the middle instead of at the beginning like you usually do.
It doesn't make any sense, but they are in there. There are some new ones there.
And Pony Life
is out.
Yeah.
It's airing. As of recording, it's begun airing
on Discovery Family.
In Discovery Family. So, yes, it is now finally airing here in the US officially.
Yep.
Yes. Also, during the, I believe that was what, 10th anniversary? M.A. Larson did an AMA on 4chan.
Yeah, Q&A thing, yeah.
Yep, he did a Q&A thing, and there were a bunch of interesting things in there.
The most interesting thing I found is the court episode he was pitched and was tossed out.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing with, I guess, the parents of Applejack, which he said he was glad it got tossed out because the eventual one was better.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's... Yeah, that one is definitely odd. So, I think I've seen some of these before, like some of the drafts I think have been posted in the past.
I've seen some of those, but I've personally not seen the court one. I think that's brand new.
Yep, the court one is brand new, but after reading it, we realize it got turned into the one with Dash and Rarity.
Yeah.
And the
Rarity
investigation. Yep, that's the one. So parts of it did get used, but the whole court episode got thrown out. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff in there. Thrown out like a bad lawsuit when you have no evidence for voter fraud.
I won.
Bad things happen because we had no one in the room.
Stop the count. Okay, then you lose. Keep the count going. Okay, then you'll lose.
No, like one of them that was said that they should stop everything because they didn't let them into the room, and then just asked the lawyers, "Did you actually have people in the room?"
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, my dad tried to spout that off. Like, yeah, they were in the room though.
They were in the room. Just. Anyway, that's the news.
Woo! And the other news.
Yes. Yeah. And some other news.
We're part of mainstream media now. Wow!
Yeah. That might pop up a few times this episode.
We're expecting our Soros bucks anytime soon.
Yep. Yep. Give me that George Soros gold. So yes, into the discussion, we do have a comic to talk about.
Yes, Friendship in Disguise, the fourth and final one, which is more or less just kind of different in that, well, this has to conclude the story and everything, right? Anyway, we got two stories. Strength in Numbers by Ian Flynn with artist Sarah Pitre-Duroche. I'm hoping that's right. Colors Joanna Lefalente and letterer Jake M. Wood. And the finale by James Asmus with the artist Tony Fleece, color flats by Lauren Perry, and letterer Neil Uetake. In the first one, it's, the Insecticons invade Applejack's farm, and she is having a hard time with them until, Discord helps her out by calling in the Apple family.
I thought you meant the Avengers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure it's like this is just the Avengers Endgame, just, with ponies and Transformers.
With all the portals that everyone... Yeah, it is a direct reference to Endgame. That's what that is.
Yeah, and so then
Apple
beat
family, assemble.
Apple family beats up the Insecticons and makes them run away.
Yep. And
there's nice little bits of lore, including, hey, look, the little bombshells, little mind control things, and it being used against him.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's that. And then the other one is just a big finale in the Crystal Empire with, oh, hey, look, here's Megatron and Chrysalis, and that's a lot of bad guys, and oh, here's Optimus and Twilight, and the big fight and everything.
Yep.
With all the ponies and the Transformers and all that stuff.
Big epic battle scene.
And that big old fight scene, and then finally, it all goes to crap for the Decepticons. And they're driven back to Cybertron and everything, and the only thing I would complain about is, again, Tony Fleece is clearly still has a hard time with Transformers.
Yeah, it probably just takes practice.
Pretty clear. He took him a while to get the ponies nailed down, but Transformers are hard for him, clearly, still.
Yeah, it's new, and only have 4 episodes to do it in, so we don't have the time that he's had on ponies.
And he actually only drew this and the first story in the first issue. That's it.
Yeah.
But everything else.
But I mean, there's
someone
only
else.
four issues out total that there would have anyone chance for.
Yep.
It's not surprising it doesn't have a huge amount of practice.
There's a couple funny little things. I do like how Twilight just put a little orange safety plug on Megatron's cannon. I love that. A little joke there. Because, man, we've had to deal with safety plugs in Megatron.
Yes. It looks like a gun, so you have to put a little orange cap on it to make it legal.
Yeah, and even then, it's actually, for the most part, used as yes is still kind of sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
I also like, hey, look, we're going to use Twilight's magic in the Matrix, and yep, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. It's kind of silly. The last battle there is a little silly.
Oh, it is, but it's
and
fine.
That's where the whole point, really. I mean,
it is.
It's Transformers and ponies. It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I also like the slight when they do the classic Autobot lines.
Yep.
But they slightly punify them.
Yep,
so you get transform and trot out until
yep.
every pony R1.
Yep. Yep. I love it.
Yeah,
I like this. The only thing is I wish there was more Twilight and Optimus throughout the whole series, some point throughout the series.
You do.
I just want those two because that was the thing. One of the synopses actually said there was the two of them, and then that didn't really happen. So I was like, oh. So I was kind of excited for it because I was like, oh yeah, they told me that's what's going to happen, and then that didn't really happen.
Yeah.
That's why.
It didn't. I will admit to that, but I also know that it doesn't really matter what they did. You'd still want more Twilight and Optimus.
That would be cool.
Because of course you would.
Oh yeah, but there is also the little stinger opening thing, keeping things open for more down the line.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I also like at the very end they do that little yeah, the spinning Decepticon Autobot logo little thing there.
Yep.
It's like
it's the Autobot and Twilight symbol.
Yep.
It was fun. It was definitely, I think the whole thing is worth getting. And if you don't get the individual issues, definitely get the trade paperback, which I think is coming out in a couple months. I can't remember exactly, but it's definitely coming out.
Yeah, get it all in one swell foop.
Anyway, definitely get the series. It was a fun time, and they understood that they needed to have the right balance of like action and from Transformers and pony friendship stuff and just the goofiness of those two things meeting, and they knew the right balance, and I think they hit it for the most part.
Yep, I definitely think this last four definitely wrapped it up and made our whole thing really good.
I had fun.
I definitely enjoyed it.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So anyway, that's the comic. So I guess we'll move on to the rest of our discussion. The main topic, which I mentioned was in a season 2 episode.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about Mystery on the Friendship Express.
Make sure to emphasize that M.
Of course, mystery. So yes, quick synopsis. The cakes make a really awesome cake, and it's going to go to a competition in Canterlot, and Pinkie's charged with transporting it. She recruits the rest of the main 6. They get onto a train, and, well, someone eats it.
Mm-hmm.
They try and solve the mystery, and then...
Gee, Scoob.
The other contestant stuff gets eaten in the process, and then they figure out who did it.
Who did done it?
Who didn't done did it. So yes, that's a quick synopsis.
And then they win.
Yep. Yeah, at the end, since everyone's got ruined, they combined them all into one big one. And
now let them eat cake.
Together. And they did. And eclairs. And mousse.
And donuts.
And donuts. This episode, it really was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, this is a classic one.
It is a classic one. There's so many good little bits. And the alliteration.
Mm-hmm.
Just the
Amy Keating
amount
Roberts.
of alliteration. Yeah. Just the amount of alliteration in here is amazing.
Awesome amounts of alliteration.
An amazing amount of alliteration, yes. It just is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The whole Sherlock Holmes bit,
yep,
it was perfect.
Elementary.
My dear Watson, my dear Pinkie.
Yeah, this is an episode. I feel this was back before Pinkie got kind of annoying. This is when I felt like Twilight and Pinkie's dynamic was really a good one because you had the straight man and the comedian, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're Pinkie and the brain.
Yep.
And they played off. This is one of those times they really play off each other really well. And this is one of those things that's like this. Okay, this is one of the episodes like okay, I can see what Twilight shippers are on about.
Yes, sort of the the opposites attract kind of a thing.
Yeah, that. But this
that you can see,
they have
they
a really
balance
good dynamic.
each other. Yeah, it's not they're just complete opposites and butting heads, but their opposites complement each other.
Yes. And so I can see why, but then of course, as time went on, I feel like Pinkie kind of became worse as a character, except for the occasional bright spot here and there. But, whatever. At this point in time, this is, I think, Pinkie at her strong. Again, with Amy Keeney Rogers at the helm of Pinkie, she tends to be at her strongest.
Yeah. AKR did a really good job.
Yeah.
And with all of them.
Really. But particularly Pinkie, she was really strong at writing
she
her.
was really strong on writing. Yep.
Yeah, also got Gustave Legrand.
Ah, yes. All the other...
Say ciao to Frenchie.
I can't. I like your funny words, Magic Man. This is now a Clone High podcast.
Well, that was the ciao to Frenchie is from Simpsons, but sure.
Yeah.
That's still supposed to be I think that's still supposed to be a Kennedy. Just a different one.
Yep.
And what was it? Oh, of course, Donut Joe instead of Pony
Donut
Joe. They changed it.
Yeah, they changed. I don't know why. And then we got the... What's her name? It's not Matilda.
No.
So it's a one-time character.
Muriel?
Something like that. It's another heavy emphasized M.
Yeah. What was I thinking of? Oh, yeah. It was also a lot of fun because part of it, for the most part, again, is one of the, you could figure out who did it from the clues. I mean, some of them are more obvious than others, but I think that actually, weirdly enough, Fluttershy was the only ones kind of I don't know who that did that.
I think if you look carefully, you can kind of tell with the silhouette.
Barely.
It's like the silhouette. Yeah, it's subtly there. It's enough there so that when you watch it again after knowing, you go, "Oh yeah, that's obvious." Same with Dash. Mulia. Yes, Mulia brought the moose.
Moose.
The chocolate moose. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, Dash is obvious because you hear this whoosh and you can see her silhouette pretty clearly.
Yep.
Rarity leaves behind the eyelash.
That's a tough one because you could easily miss that. It's so small.
But that's the thing. That's the whole thing about it. Is there's clues there. There's just enough clues there for you to figure it out if you're paying attention.
Yeah. Although the other quote-unquote clues that Twilight finds, the blue feather and the pink hair, you don't see until it's revealed.
No, but you could also already piece it together beforehand, though, for the most part.
Yeah.
Fluttershy is the weird one.
Rarity's
barely.
Rarity is set so as well because there's no real hint until the end.
Well, the thing is, you see the eyelash throughout the episode after the bonk.
Right, other than the eyelash. But it is super hard to
but again, it's there. It's not like it's completely out of nowhere when it's revealed. It's like, no, it's there. The clue is there. You just if you're paying attention to see all of it, you can figure it out.
Yeah. So they did do a really good job on setting that up.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones that you can't tell are who ate the rest of them because they all just happen to.
That was supposed to be a very surprise. It's a sudden twist.
Yeah.
Although I think there's a bit when Pinkie was describing the other desserts, you see them drooling and stuff. That's supposed to help you, I guess. Hint towards who did what.
Well, I think some of the main six are also drilling at the same time, but yeah. Yeah.
Marzipan, mascarpone, meringue madness.
Yep. It's like a 3-level, it looks like a giant wedding cake.
Yep.
And then we had the exquisite, was it excellent or exquisite eclairs?
Exquisite eclairs.
Exquisite eclairs.
And Donutopia.
Donutopia. One of the other biggest points of this episode was Pinkie's false accusations.
Yep.
And the completely ridiculous stories were just...
Pinkie, if you're tied to the train tracks, how are you here?
Yeah, we have Gustave Legrand, which is an old black and white silent film, the whole dastardly...
Literally Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly, yeah, it's Dick Dastardly.
Sadly, Whiplash is the...
Yeah, it's not... Yeah.
That's the one. But Dick Dastardly is another villain who has a dastardly mustache twirling.
We have to go with Dick Dastardly, 1, because of mustache twirling, 2, because of the alliteration.
Well, but Snidely Whiplash is the one in the black cape and the top hat and Dudley Do-Right.
Yeah. Dudley Do-Right, yeah. There's more alliteration. So many connections to alliteration here. But yeah, the whole thing with... Yeah, that was amazing. And then we had Donut... It was Donut Joe after that got blamed, except he's now... James Bond.
Yep.
It was a whole James Bond thing with...
Oh, yeah. Sean, yeah. Sean Connery's gone.
Sean Connery, rest in peace. And then, and I've already forgot her name.
Mulia
is a ninja.
Yep. Complete with the real long shots and everything of her use of sword and all that stuff.
Yep. Wields the sword and does the slow pan.
Yep. And of course, Twilight's like, yeah, Pinkie, none of that made sense. Shut up, give me the hat.
None of that made sense at all.
You get no points.
I award you. It was a really good episode.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, Twilight. It's also like Twilight. Not only took the hat, but took the bubble pipe too.
But took the subtle little. She didn't just grab it and stick it in her mouth. She had to
wipe it down first.
Wipe it off first because we are sanitary here.
And I have no idea where Pinkie's mouth has been. Let's be real.
Let's be real. I don't want to know. I really don't.
That is cursed knowledge, and I prefer not to have it.
Yeah, we just, with a lot of things when it comes to Pinkie, just don't ask. Just don't ask. It's better for everyone's sanity.
Right. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought so. Okay, yeah, this is the episode that aired right after Ponyville Confidential, and that was the one that revealed Celestia's cake thing, and then this one confirms it.
Yep.
Because at the end, it's like, Celestia's just, oh, hey, cake.
Cake.
Yum, yum.
And then Pinkie eats the entire thing in one gulp.
Yep.
10,000 years dungeon.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah, there's also the beginning where they're trying to get the cake to the train, and then that's, it getting more and more ridiculous with the ways to protect it.
Yep.
And then get to the train, and how do we get it in?
Apparently they pulled the side of the car off and then had Big Mac
put it back on.
Nail it back up. It's like, why didn't they just have Twilight teleported in from where it was?
Because then who knows what might happen. Cake, I don't know, maybe Cake doesn't behave well with teleportation. Maybe it turns inside out or goes back to its basic ingredients. I don't know.
It's like Star Trek logic where some things cannot be replicated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And also, I think my single favorite part was when you get to the accusations. Twilight, puts it all together, and she's doling it out who did it, and we get to the final accusation, and it's because I left behind this eyelash, and it's like, I admit it, I wear false eyelashes. Oh, and I took a bite of the cake.
Yep.
Just kind of offhanded. Oh yeah, that too.
Oh yes, that too. Of course, that's what Rarity's gonna be more worried about is
her image,
is the false eyelashes in her image.
That was, I think, the single best part.
Wait, I don't. It's kind of a stretch, but Rarity without eyelashes is not a new thing at this point in time because there was the animation error, I think, at the end of season 1 or the beginning of season 2.
Somewhere.
I think it was one of those. It was.
Yeah, she blinked and her eyelashes were gone for a second.
She blinked and for a frame or two, her eyelashes disappeared. So it's probably a stretch to say it was a reference.
Probably not.
But
it was just funny because,
Yeah. But it is kind of funny to think about that they're connected.
Oh yeah, I also remember way back when Amy revealed that at one point they were going to have, it turned out Applejack also took a bite of the cake, but there was no clues because, she's just that good at it apparently, which is alarming.
Just that is alarming.
That's why I said, if you're going to do this, don't leave behind any clues. It's like, gee, Twilight, thanks for, that's the thing, that's the worry, is like Twilight could possibly be a really good criminal.
Yes.
Good thing she's, not a criminal.
It's good thing she's not.
As far as you know.
She's just that good. She's been planning to take the throne this entire time.
Oh man, now I want that. Someone needs to write that. If they haven't already.
I know you've recommended a couple fics where she's not exactly on the up and up.
Yeah, a little bit, but. Yep.
It's just a really fun episode. It's just so full of references.
It's not just the references. It's just the way that all the characters play off each other is really good too.
Oh yeah.
Again, Pinkie and Twilight.
Pinkie and Twilight played off each other perfectly. The pacing of this episode, I think, was just spot on. It didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel stretched.
Which is also part of the reason why the Applejack bit got cut because time.
Yeah. Also, even if You would have to play it either Applejack is just that good, so that no one ever accuses her, because it's already played up that she can't lie.
Yeah.
So if there ever was an accusation, she'd have to admit
this
to
is
it.
what happened. Yeah, she revealed she wrote a scene which Twilight commends Applejack for her self-control, and then Applejack confesses that she did in fact take a bite.
So she does, because she can't lie. She can't lie. I can't lie to you, but it doesn't mean I have to say anything.
Yep, we're not lying if we're not saying nothing.
Exactly. Not lying if you stay silent. Remember, that everything you say
will be used against you in the court of law.
Remember, will be used against you.
Yep.
Nothing you say will help you. That they don't say it will help you, they just say it will be used against you. So just don't say anything.
Just sing the Meow Mix jingle over and over again.
One thing the military has right: name, rank, serial number.
Yep.
If you're just name, this is that, because you're required to give an identification, but that is it.
Yep.
Don't talk to cops.
Never.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Any defense lawyer will tell you the same thing.
Talk
I don't
to
care
them
if
when
you're
they're crying
innocent.
over a loss.
Yeah. Took way longer than it should have to get that answer, but I'm glad we got that.
I mean, we all knew for like 2 days.
Yeah, but it's just hurry up and confirm it. Of course, now we have to wait till December until it's quote unquote official in the electoral votes. But yeah, I got nothing else about.
It's a fun episode. Still,
yeah, I mean it's still that's another one. Still, it holds up.
Yeah, it's from season 2, which a lot of those episodes are still really good.
Yes,
not every one of them. We talked about this. It's the really uneven one at times, but
yes, I think even after all these years,
yeah, this episode
it has been.
Yeah,
it was the end of season 2,
2012.
So probably 2012. Yeah,
early 2012.
Yeah, almost 8 years.
Ugh.
Around 8 years ago. God, I feel old. Another thing to make you feel old. We could run in the next presidential election.
I know. I should do that.
I don't want to be that
Why
old.
not? Why not? I mean, we now know that you don't have to have any qualifications. Just run.
I have no idea how to run a country, but apparently that doesn't matter.
You have done worse.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I got nothing else to add on Mystery. It's a really good episode, but that's about all there is to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess fan content.
Yeah.
I have 3 songs. Yes. 3 songs I want to feature, and 2 of them are from the recently released Ponies at Dawn album, because that came out last month. Yes, another ton of songs. There's some really good ones. So I will start off this 3 with Faulty's remix of Being Big Is All It Takes. This one is not off of the Ponies at Dawn album. I save those for later. But it's just a really fun, bouncy remix of a rather fun song about the CMC being dumb kids. Because yes, so what the whole original song is all about. We're adults now. We don't have to actually know what it means. We're right all the time. It's like, no. But yeah, it's a really fun. I love Faulty's style, the progressive house style. I love the melody that he added in there. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, again, nice bounce to it. And I always love that warbling effect you hear. It's a lot of songs like this one has.
Mm-hmm.
A warble.
Yep, it's sort of like a dubstep influence.
Yeah, it sounds kind of almost like that you just went underwater for a second.
Yep.
I like it.
It's fun. It's good. The next one is Wandering Artists, Nocturne. This is just a really mellow, calming song. I really enjoy it. Just sit back, relax. It's just really pleasant to listen to. It's sort of like calm, nice night in the woods or meadows kind of a thing. It's just great. It really is.
Honestly, I don't think I'd be calm in the woods at night, but
well, like that's why I switched to meadow. So like,
yeah, you're right though. Calm.
Well, maybe the woods in Equestria, as long as it's not Everfree Forest, because everywhere else is safe, right?
Yeah.
But yes, very calm and relaxing.
Yeah.
It's just
pretty much
sit back, close your eyes, and try not to fall asleep in pleasantries.
Yeah, not much else I can add there. I mean, yeah, it's a nice little calm song about nighttime.
Yep. So Wandering Artist is like the primary musician who does the stuff for Ponytown. If you've ever played that, it's the same artist. Yep. John Doe is their YouTube name. And the last one is a VIP remix of TCB's Friends Can Change the World. I featured the original back on episode 289, and it was great then.
That's why I
recognize
recognize some of it.
Yes, this is a VIP remix from one I featured back in 289. The original was great, and this one is also even better. It's just an amazing song. The glitchy-esque sound effects, how it switches. One of the favorite things is how it switches, your standard good quality and starts adding this like lo-fi effect in there. It's I don't know how TCB did it, but even with all of this like glitchiness, it still drips with emotion. It's just incredible. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's bloopy, also kind of weirdly laid back in a lot of parts. And interesting ending. It's really different from the rest of the song because it's just kind of like that's really different, like way different.
Well,
so sure, I guess.
Sure, wow, it's really good. I really like it. So yeah, that is the music I have for this week, this month, I guess. Fanfics,
yeah, nothing updated. Weirdly enough.
Oddly enough.
Yeah, but I do have a new thing. It actually came out the last time I recorded, but like, well,
the day of.
Yeah, the day of. So it's because this was written for the 10th anniversary of Friendship's Magic and whatnot. Anyway, it's called Equestria Girls: The True Story by SigmasonicX, which I recognize that name because I've seen them. Apparently, they're like single-handedly keeping pony stuff alive on Reset Era. And apparently they're on they're on a Discord server, which someone on our Discord server is on.
Oh. The bacon number drops.
Yep. Anyway, it's basically a sort of a pseudo goofy rewrite of Equestria Girls, except with a lot more weird anime tropes. Basically,
senpai.
Yep. So basically, Twilight looking for her senpai, I guess, who turns out to be Sunset, and she wants to be bullied by her senpai. And yeah, so it's very silly. It's ridiculous nonsense, and I love it.
It's so ridiculous. It's super short, super ridiculous, but absolutely hilarious to read.
Yep. The scene with Twilight stopping Sunset from bullying Fluttershy takes a very different turn because Fluttershy was waiting so long for Sunset to bully her, and now Twilight comes here and ruins it. And Twilight realizes she has a rival.
Oh no!
Oh, the other thing I remember that this Sigmasonic here is very much a rare Twilight shipper, which explains a lot of the stuff with rarity in Twilight.
Yeah, because there was a quick little rare Twilight thing in this as well.
Yep.
Just a quick mention. Exception. Okay, yes,
this is very exception. Yeah. Rarity saws, yes, she can very much be your exception. And then Spike tries to get in on that. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's a good fun read.
It's really fun. I just out of curiosity looked at their other works, and they apparently just put up something called apparently they're doing a Pony Games Done Quick, the Enchanted Library.
Oh.
Let's see. So I guess
that's not right quick.
Show off their skills with the best developed pony games based on fanfics. Which would be yeah, it's fun stuff. I guess that's fun stuff. And they're also one of the people who wrote one of the first Pony Life fics.
Yeah.
2 of them, actually. I think one of the few on here. Including one that's just funny because gaze upon my gems. Gaze as
Gaze. Like the gaze.
Yes, exactly. It's just a funny thing there. And also, Twilight Sparkle meets an alt-right chud.
Oh, I remember that one.
People got mad about that one.
Oh, delicious tears.
Anyways, yeah. They know how to write some funny, goofy, short thing, so there you go.
Short, really hilarious one-offs.
Yep.
So yes, that's that. Short episode.
Yep.
But sometimes that's just the way things are.
Sometimes there's not a lot to talk about, even though it's been a month.
Yeah, it's been
especially
a month.
When there's nothing new airing.
Well, we've also been kind of busy.
Yeah.
The last week has been kind of unproductive for anything else.
Just glued to those results. Refresh. Come on.
Refresh.
Call it. Just throw in the towel.
Yep. Disappointed in my own county, but I wasn't expecting much more. Yeah. Although, just before we started recording, I heard fireworks nearby.
Oh, fun.
So that's neat. All right, so I guess we should end that here.
Yep.
If you liked what you heard, and I hope you did, you can find all of our other episodes, past, future, present, at pony411.libsyn.com. So go there and check that out. All the episodes are there, along with RSS feeds and links to all the other places you can find us, which I'm about to list off. Places like Deezer, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Stitcher. You can find us there. Just search for us. And yes, looks like Google Play is dead. You can't get there anymore. It just tells you to go away.
Yep.
So yes, Google Play is gone, so Google Podcasts is where you go now.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/pony411. You can like our videos there, comment on them, we will read them, and make sure to subscribe and click that bell to get notified when new ones go up. We are also on Ponyville Live, as long as that website still lives. You can find us there with everything else.
Is it
Ponyville Live? I was like, I guess we should check it. It's on like life support. But it's still there as far as I can tell.
Yeah, it's alive.
Yep, it's still alive.
Technically.
You can also find us on Ponyville FM. We air every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, so tune in then to hear us. Or tune in whenever else you want, because it's a great place to find awesome pony music and live DJs and such like that, so check them out. If you would like to get a hold of us, you can email us. We are pony401podcast@gmail.com. Send us comments, criticisms, suggestions. Tell us what you thought about this episode. Tell us what you thought about the episode. Mystery on the Friendship Express. I already forgot what it was called. My memory's horrible, and I get distracted easy. So yes, or if you have something you want us to talk about, send it our way. We'll take a look. You're also on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Go like our page there. I guess we read it. Facebook kind of sucks, but we have one. So if you have it, you can find us there. And we are also on Twitter, @pony411. Go follow us, tweet us. Great place to just say hi and tweet random nonsense because, well, that's what Twitter is best at.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage fires and random nonsense.
Yeah.
And on Twitter, you can find our personal accounts. I am at Alca7raz, and they are at Nemesis Prime 1.
Ooh.
So go check us out. I don't tweet much. I retweet a lot. But that's about it. I have a hard time typing.
Transformers reviews. My new Gigawatt is here. Gigawatts, I should say, because I have 2 of them.
Not 1.21?
Oh, can't do that. That's
You'd have to cut one in piece.
Nope.
And you don't want to do that. Well, maybe just sell one and buy spare parts or something.
Never.
I don't know.
I have 2 because I'm going to display one in robot mode and one in car mode.
But you have to have the joke.
Nope. Don't need that. Also made a minor tweak to my Twitter profile.
Yes, you did.
Well, minor in how much changed, major in what it represents, but sure.
Yes. Check us out there if you want, I guess. Anyway, that is the end of the episode. I hope you like what you heard. Hope you tune in next week
Next
when Nemesis
month.
That's what I meant to say. I knew what I meant to say. So yes, tune in next month when Nemesis here gonna figure out what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, for December.
For December.
Can't just rely on Christmas stuff anymore because we already used all that up.
Yeah. Can't do best gift ever.
Nope. I don't know. We'll figure
So
it out.
yes, we'll figure it out. Tune in next month and find out yourself. But until then, remember, please, pony responsibly. Good night.
Bye.